Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome to something that's been on my mind for a little while. Today, we're going to be talking about a topic that was talked about quite a few months ago, but now I want to speak about it. And it will be about why Batman Arkham Origins was not used in Batman Return to Arkham, which was the remaster of Arkham City and Arkham Asylum. Okay, as you can see, we're going to be using the Arkham Origins skin while we talk about this. So, let me just get my notes out in front of me, because I made a lot of notes throughout the week about this. So, my first point on why I think Batman Arkham Origins should have been included in the Batman Return to Arkham pack of discs, which was Arkham Asylum and Arkham City. My first point is that it was part of the series. Now, I know it's a basic point, but, you know, I still, think, you know, that it should have been in the series just for the fact that it was part of it. Now, another thing is that it is canon in the storyline. Batman Return to Arkham wasn't really made for people who'd already played the game. It was made for people who'd never played it before and who would like to play it on the PS4. And you can't really have it make sense, the whole entire story makes sense, without it being, it's canon. Like, the storyline of Batman Arkham Origins is canon, and it was a great game as well. But now, here we go for my main point. Before we get on to my main point, I just want to change the difficulty to hard. Now, the reason why I want it on hard is to, you know, get myself ready for the new Game Plus thing that I've got coming in, December. But anyway, here's my main point. Just because Batman Arkham Origins was made by WB Games Montreal and not Rocksteady doesn't mean it should be outcast from the series. Now, that is pretty much my main point. Because, well, it was part of the series, and it wasn't even that bad of a game anyway. It's not as bad as people make it out. It was actually better than Arkham City. It just didn't enhance that much, and that's why people, you know, didn't like it that much. But they couldn't really have much enhance of that. So it wasn't made by Rocksteady. Excuse me, if I'm quiet at some parts, because this is actually really difficult to, concentrate, especially in, hard difficulty. There we go. I need to double check if it's actually in... Yeah, it's in hard difficulty. Predator awareness, what's this? Batman's acute auditory awareness will identify on focus if they get the drop on him and raise it and inspire this with a few brief moments to respond before taking damage. Cool, I might disable that in New Game Plus. But yeah, that's my next point. People were asking for a remaster of Batman Arkham Origins anyway. And they were. People were asking even before Return to Arkham was released. They already knew that only Arkham Asylum and Arkham City would be featured. I don't get why it was outcast from the Return to Arkham series. Now, speaking of Return to Arkham, I'm doing something, a live stream later on in the day. Well, in the day I'm making this anyway. This was made on Friday at about 7:20. So, yeah, it'll probably be uploaded Saturday or something like that. Because right now I'm uploading an episode of WWE 2K17 My Career Mode. So, yeah. Sorry about the quiet moments, I'm just concentrating. Anyway. Whoa! How did you come from, little bitch? Right, anyway, so, a lot of the world to explore. I liked the things the buildings that we had to go in, like Lacey Towers. It was small, but it also featured great sets. Oh, I'm gonna actually discuss that in a minute. We also had the Gotham City Hotel, which was a great which was something I thoroughly enjoyed. Now, the reason we're using the MK2 is because it was asked for in the comments. Like, I didn't put, like, I told you guys to, like, choose a Batmobile. Batmobile is currently winning so far. So, yeah, it's winning so far with about 2 votes. The MK2, Luke John voted for the MK2 Batmobile, but I didn't say that was one of the choices, as we used the MK1 and the MK2 during the official story walkthrough. So I just didn't think we should have we should be using them too. So that's the reason why I'm using the MK2 Batmobile for this episode. But anyway, this doesn't count as an episode. This is just a little rant that I want to do. But anyway, so my next point, which I was literally gonna do earlier. Next point, the whole detective mode thing from Arkham Origins, not detective mode, it was source analysis that you had to analyze, sorry guys, that you had to analyze certain things and you investigate. It was a bit like that thing with the Professor Pig missions. We had to scan and shit, and it was really good in Arkham Origins. It was pretty much the best part of that game. Well, Batman Arkham Origins is pretty much the most underrated Batman game out of all of them. And well, yeah, it shouldn't be underrated. Like, but you know, there's no way. Now, before I continue, I just want to mention a problem with this suit. The cape was much bigger in Arkham Origins. I remember the cape was much bigger. Plus, this isn't actually the Arkham Origins skin. This is the concept of an Arkham Origins plus a Dark Knight skin. In Arkham Origins, it was one of the skins you could get in Arkham Origins. Yeah, I think because it was made by WB Games Montreal, that they didn't include it in any way. That they didn't include the actual Arkham Origins skin. But anyway, now to my final point. Anyway, I haven't heard that dialogue before. That was a bit weird. Whoa, 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 Riddler trophy. How lucky was that? Dude, I'm so lucky. Yeah. So, my final point. The Cold Heart DLC was the greatest DLC in the entire series. More than a few of you can agree on that. It was about, the events of Christmas Eve, which was where Arkham Origins was based. And, Cold Heart was based on New Year's Eve. And it was like the battle with Mr. Freeze, like Batman's first confrontation with Mr. Freeze, the Doctor of Cryogenics. It was a really good DLC as well. Really good. And it didn't really portray Mr. Freeze as the monster in any way. Like the true monster. It was a lot like that Killer Croc mission in this game. But yeah. Just because it was made by WB Games Montreal doesn't mean it should be outcast from the series, because the Batgirl DLC was made by WB Games Montreal. and that is canon. So why the hell would you let WB Games Montreal do that and help you with Arkham? You didn't even put their game in this game. But yeah, that was my final point. And what now? I want you guys to put in the comments. What do you guys think? Should Batman Arkham Origins should Batman Arkham Origins have been remastered, or is it for the better? Is it for the best that Arkham Origins wasn't remastered? You decide, people. That is the end of this video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching this vid. And I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.